Getting the slimy garments to stay proved difficult, so Kyle opted to stick them to his body with hot glue. Listen, I don't have a whole lot of experience with ghost nips, but I can guarantee that living nips do not like hot glue. Especially if the hot glue is mixed with skunks. What did we just do? Okay, well, we're dressed for success. What's up, guys? Welcome to Kyle is Famous, a game that I don't know anything about. I took a quick glance at the Steam page and I noticed words like comedic and consequences. Two words that I would really use to describe pretty much everything I do on this channel. Which is likely why so many of you have been asking for me to play this, so I'm giving in, okay? We're gonna find out just how famous Kyle is. Kyle wakes up. He is famous, in case you hadn't gathered that already, okay? It goes like bronze medal to vegans, silver medal to CrossFit, and the gold medal of conversational wet farts is I'm famous. Kyle is host of the most popular talk show in recent memory, Stay Up Late with Kyle. So he's got a good chance of being in YouTube Rewind. Or at least a better chance than I do. Stay Up Late with Kyle has grown in popularity quickly in the last year, and the public has noticed. Oh yeah, surefire shot for Rewind 2020. Inside has called Kyle a most excellent, dumpy white man. Is that good? Top Tech noted that Kyle is inspiring youth to explore STEM fields. STEM being science, technology, engineering, mathematics? That's a whole lot nicer than being called the human equivalent of a privileged vanilla soft serve. I know, okay, that's a little harsh, but as a dumpy white man myself, I'm allowed to say these things. Most other talk shows are dedicated to discussing Kyle and his personal details. Personal details like what? Like how famous he is? Or the fact that his name is Kyle? Because that's all we have. Most online videos are best of clips taken from Kyle's latest broadcast. Okay, so even new format YouTube Rewind could still have a whole lot of Kyle if we're lucky. The eye of the world is upon Kyle. Tonight is Kyle's most important guest interview yet. Stay Up Late with Kyle will be featuring Rachel May. I don't think I know who that is. I really hope that isn't a real person and I'm being an idiot right now. I'm just a dumpy white man, okay? What do I know? She is a kind and lovely philanthropist. She is dear to the hearts of many. This interview requires preparation. Kyle cracked his eyes open, knowing today is his last chance to prepare for the interview. Of course he procrastinated, now we have to make up for it. Kyle has 30 hours left. He must choose his actions wisely. And you better believe they are gonna be some real dog shit choices. Oh, I can't wait to screw up Kyle's life. Kyle's first decision of the morning was made wisely. He can exit the bed or he can wither away. Okay, if there are comedic consequences to this game, now would be the best time to encounter them. Right? Like, we're not overly invested in Kyle and his preparation yet, so he can go ahead and wisely wither away. Kyle decided to stay put and wither away. Kyle withered successfully and died. Who would have guessed that sleeping in for an hour would result in a withering death? Right? At least he got out of work, right? Oh, shucks, not gonna be able to go in today, real shame. Kyle is now a ghost. This does not relieve him of his responsibilities. Get out of bed anyway? Oh, he just wasted 3 hours! And now he's gonna have to do the interview as a ghost? I mean, that should be good for ratings, right? There's always an upside. Kyle exited his bed and took a quick glance around his bedroom. Should he open the closet, sit at his desk, scavenge, or exit bedroom to hallway? What the hell does scavenge mean? Is he gonna look for health packs and ammo? Kyle quickly crouched down on the floor, realizing his immediate need for bugs or gossip, or back to bedroom. I really doubt his floor is gonna have any juicy gossip for him. Floor isn't usually the talkative type, but maybe bugs? Kyle started to pick between the fuzz of his bedroom carpet, hoping to catch a stray beetle or two. 25 hours left, Kyle. You're kind of wasting a lot of time right now. I know you're dead, but you're still on the clock. Soon he had a small handful of various insects, dead and alive, so he can eat immediately. Or save for later use. Okay, save for later use, right? Because we're gonna want to apologize for being dead, and nothing says I'm sorry like a fistful of bugs. Kyle stashed the wiggling mass for later use. Good. Okay, remember, we've got a pocket full of bugs, and we're a ghost. I'd imagine Kyle shouldn't do this interview in his ghostly pajamas. Right, he did just die in bed, so maybe we can open the closet and get dressed? Kyle opened the closet. It was dark, and he could only really see his hanging shirts. Okay, well, it's better than nothing, I suppose. Choose an outfit. Kyle decided to take some time to choose the perfect outfit, knowing how important appearance is. He can wear jeans and swimming goggles. Like, just jeans and swimming goggles? No shirt, no socks. That would go over really well on TV. You wear a slick suit, skunk pasties. I'm not even 100% sure what that means. Aren't pasties the things that you glue to your nips? Why would you want them to be shaped like a skunk? Or a suit of armor? Okay, listen, I know what you're thinking. Why does Kyle have all of this weird stuff in his closet? And it's because he's into some kinky stuff. Okay, don't judge him. I'm amazed that the tabloids are talking about how he's dumpy and white and not a complete pervert. Maybe because they haven't seen him in his skunk pasties. Kyle chose the pasties made out of mashed skunk flesh. What? Getting the slimy garments to stay proved difficult, so Kyle opted to stick them to his body with hot glue. Listen, I don't have a whole lot of experience with ghost nips, but I can guarantee that living nips do not like hot glue. Especially if the hot glue is mixed with skunks. What did we just do? Okay, well, we're dressed for success. Kyle, maybe you should go sit at your desk and prepare an apology for how you look. Kyle made his way over to his desk and sat down. Should he write notes for the interview, or should he check in desk drawer? Oh, you never know what's in your desk drawer. We might find more pasties, otherwise known as more mashed animals. We've got dead skunks glued to our nipples and a pocket full of bugs, and we're a ghost. I know I'm just summarizing everything that's happened, but it's a reality that has yet to set in for me. Kyle opened up the side drawer on his desk and grabbed one of the items stored there. You get a small key, assorted change, or you can go back to the desk. I'm really curious about this key. You never know what it might open. Kyle grabbed the small key he kept in his desk. Okay, so I think that's all we're gonna need. I don't really care about anything else. We don't need to prepare anything, Kyle, don't worry about it. We only got 12 hours left. We should go see what's going on in the rest of your house. Kyle walked into the small hallway that connects the rooms of his apartment together. He can check the locked door, move to kitchen, return to bedroom, or leave apartment. Oh, the locked door. We took the key. It's paying off already. Kyle walked over to the strange door in the hallway, but found quickly the door was locked from the inside. Oh, he can float. He's a ghost. Of course he can go through locked doors. You see, the reality has yet to set in for me. He could have also forced his way through with his forehead, but I feel like this is probably going to be a lot better. Kyle used his ghostly power to walk straight through the door. We're wasting a lot of time, man. We don't need 2 hours to walk through a door. Kyle found himself in the room. He stashed the various items sent to him by fans. Ooh, check the sewing machine. Maybe we can find some more skunk pasties. Kyle walked over to the dilapidated sewing machine. Its box was only half removed. We can sew bug puppets. Wait, what? Is that what the bugs are used for later? We're not leaving. We clearly need to sew bug puppets. I did not want to know what sewing bugs together sounds like. Kyle started sewing bugs together to make small actuated finger puppets. Why? Kyle crafted a bug puppet for each finger. He named them after guests he had interviewed on his show. Is Kyle a psychopath? I gotta ask. It's what's coming across my mind now, okay? He went from being a pervert to something else. Kyle found himself in the room. He stashed the various items sent to him by fans. Okay, we need to get out of here. We only got 3 hours left. We should leave the apartment. Kyle walked out into the middle of the road and took a long, pondering look around him. There's no go-to-work option. I guess we just run out the clock? Okay, it's on you, Kyle. Maybe we could go visit your downstairs neighbor. That should be an interesting interaction. I can guarantee they've never seen anything like you, Kyle. Kyle approached his downstairs neighbor's door and knocked. All 5 finger puppets firm on the door. A middle-aged woman named Gabby answered the door. She looked at Kyle expectantly. Not the reaction I was expecting. Greet and start a conversation, Kyle. Or don't, because you ran out of time. Okay, Kyle hurried to the set. Good, okay, I didn't think that he was gonna go to work and this would have all been a waste. All of our preparation for nothing. Per normal, he ceased to be a ghost before he arrived. Wait, what? This is normal for you? Oh, yeah, Kyle loves sleeping and does it all the time. He always withers away and dies, but he comes around before work. He's good for it. All that means is you have mashed up skunk glued to your living nip, so I don't think that's really gonna help you, Kyle. Sitting across from his host chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuinity. As Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. Okay, you approach Rachel. Good evening, Kyle, she said, looking him in the eyes. Wow, that takes a lot of willpower. I've been looking forward to being here. Kyle responded with a scream and spin in circles. I don't even care what the other answer is. Do that. Kyle started to stretch out his arms wide, tilted his neck upwards, and was interrupted by his producer telling him and Rachel that it was time to start the show. Damn it. We're gonna do a mating dance. It would have totally worked. Like, start the interview. Ooh, bit of a hot seat, okay. A moment after seating, the studio lights brightened and the cameras clicked on. Ooh, I think, should we produce the bug puppets now? Let's open with the bug puppets. Okay, well, we're gonna start off strong. Kyle slipped his bug puppets onto his finger. This game is so dumb, I love it. Hello, everybody, he said, wiggling the puppet he made named after himself. I'm Kyle. And I'm Rachel, Kyle screamed, wiggling a different finger. You're so much better than me. I know, Rachel, Kyle wiggled. He looked meaningfully at the human Rachel. Said one of Kyle's other puppets. I'm super fat, and Kyle interviewed me like last week. And I'm super irritating, said another finger, and not very attractive. Shots fired all over the place. Finger guns with puppets. Rachel stared at Kyle, incredibly disoriented. That's one way of putting it. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, okay? Rachel is the weird one here, not Kyle. If somebody walks up to you and they've got finger puppets made out of dead bugs and skunks glued to their nipples and they're not wearing any other clothes and you look them dead in the eye and say, hello, I'm happy to work with you, you're the weirdo. That's just how it is. Kyle, she asked, what are those puppets made out of? Kyle thrust both hands at Rachel's face. Puppets pointed at her eyes. We aren't puppets, Rachel, he said, scrunching his fingers up and down. We're real people. Rachel plucked the puppet that Kyle had said was hers off of his finger. Kyle, she exclaimed, this is several dead bugs patched together. Accept us, Rachel, said Kyle, scrunching. We need acceptance. Rachel exited her chair and walked out of frame. She was probably just really impressed. In a moment, she returned with a bag. She plucked each puppet off of Kyle's hands and tossed them in the bag. Kyle, leave the bugs alone next time, she said. Rachel left the frame again, bringing the bag of puppets along with her. Kyle, suddenly by himself, was unsure what to do. Break out the skunks, okay? Maybe you can jimmy something together with them? I don't know! After a few moments of humming and hawing, Kyle resorted to telling jokes for the remainder of the broadcast. Fans did not notice much difference between this and previous episodes. End. What? Kyle prepared an average episode? That was average of 21? So just to be clear, there's like 10 episodes that are weirder than that one. We got the bug puppets ending. Rachel took that way better than I would have expected. And nobody took note of Kyle's fashion decisions. It's pissing me off. Okay, you know what? I think that's gonna be it for this episode of Kyle is Famous, guys. And I can see why so many of you wanted me to play this game. This is hilarious. I would love to make this a series, okay? If you guys want to see more of this, please leave a like on this video, show some support, leave a comment, all that kind of stuff, because it depends on whether or not the video does well. Honestly, as much as I love the game, if people don't watch it, then I can't play more, but I would love to play more. I could see a lot of screwed up potential in this. But thanks so much for watching this video, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.